All right, what's up, Turtle Riders? How we all doing out there tonight? Hopefully, pretty good. Let me go ahead and switch this over to the microphone. I'll try not. I listened to the audio from last night, and man, I was really close to that microphone last night. I'm going to work on that today. Sometimes when I'm like, a little too far, it doesn't work. It's just, I got to get used to it. So let's see what we got here. Microphone and done. All right, cool. All right, we got a little crowd tonight. That's good. All right, so first of all, I'd like to just take a moment to all the people in the comments who were saying, well, I was just here for the frauditors and I can't wait to leave now. I just want to say, thank fucking God. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ. I owe you something. I'd give you $5 on the way out if I could. Right? I cannot wait to get rid of you assholes fast enough. I don't like you. I never wanted you here. Nobody liked you. Right? You were never a turtle rider. You were just here for, like, you were a niche person. You're here for cop auditors. Turtle Boy, contrary to popular belief, has been actually around for 6 fucking years. We built our brand on doing a diversity of topics and exposing all types of assholes, people like Josh Abrams included. But this ain't just Josh Abrams' channel. So apparently there's a little confusion there. So I just want to say thank you to all the people in the comments who said something along the lines of, well, I was just here for the auditors. I'm out of here. Thank you, fucking God. I hated you. I really fucking hated you. So I owe you big time. Get the fuck out and never come back. Nobody liked you anyway. So I just want to start off by saying that. Anyway, before we get started, let me just remind you guys about our good friends over at Andrew Porter Contracting in Charlton. All right, they do all types of contracting out there, all over Worcester County. They'll go, certain boundaries. They'll leave the county if they need to, but their primary function, the best thing they're good at, is essentially roofing, and and it happens to be the most important thing you need to put on your house is your roof. All right, it's the most important asset. When you go to resell your house, it's literally like the first thing that your realtor will ask about. Call our friends up at Andrew Porter Contracting. I understand you guys might like Turtle Boy, but you're not going to go buy a freaking roof because you like me. That'd be a little bit weird. However, keep them in mind. That's what I'd ask. Keep them in mind. Go follow them on Facebook. Give them a like. By liking them on Facebook, they're like our most generous freaking advertiser ever. By liking them on Facebook, you're automatically entered to win free Bruins tickets. I mean, that's freaking awesome. Free Bruins tickets. All you got to do is go over there and hit that like button. They happen to, and you can see some of the work they've done. They've got 5-star ratings with Google, Home Advisor. No, not Home Advisor. No, it is Home Advisor, right? I'd have to go look at it again. 5-star ratings all around. They're also an Owens Corning preferred vendor. They pretty much have a fabulous reputation. So if you want your roof done right, call our friends up at Andrew Porter Contracting, and they'll get the job done. Make sure you tell them that Turtle Boy sent you. All right, so I really had no idea what I was going to talk about tonight after last night's show, because last night got a little animated. I apologize for nothing. Just want to make that clear. And I was also on the Callahan podcast today. So you guys listen to the Callahan podcast, it's like an hour and a half long. I don't post it on Turtle Boy or anything. It's easier if you because you can't embed an Apple for whatever reason iTunes podcast into a blog, so it doesn't really work. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is give you guys the opportunity now. When I put the topic, let's talk. So anything you guys want to talk about, blog related, I'll let you guys kind of pick the topics. Obviously, this weekend, the live show, we'll be doing a lot of more topics, etc. And yeah, so if you guys want, I have some things I could talk about, unless you guys want to kind of set the table. I'll leave it up to Turtle Riders tonight. Let's see what people are saying. Old time Turtle Rider here. My loyalty is to Uncle. And I think that's important, right? Is that we don't forget how this whole thing started, guys. Turtle Boy started in early 2014, I want to say, late 2013. And, we did local shit. Local douchebags doing stupid shit, exposing them, putting it out there, holding them accountable. That's what we do in general. We do it all types of things, and we're not going to stop, right, ever. So I just want to make that perfectly clear. I've done this by myself before. I'll do it by myself again. I really don't give a shit. However, all are welcomed. I mean, if you're interested in blogging, guys, if you're interested in trying your hand at it, feel free to send me an email to turtleboysports@gmail.com. If you're interested in being a co-host on a show, always taking people for that. Oh, thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate that. And yeah, so that's always an option. All right, so let me talk about one thing real quick. That thing out of Andover. Did you guys see that story out of Andover with the principal? Because there was I got shit for this, believe it or not. The principal, who I hate, so I am biased when it comes to this, because this principal, I've blogged about this dude before. Jose's been here since before Busgate. Attababy. No return co-host. I'm doing a like musical co-host thing. Just I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to come back sometime too, dude. You know what I mean? I'll keep working. I want to try out as many people as possible, etc. So people are asking questions now. I'll answer as many questions as best I can here without getting too into it, because I'm not going to air. Like last night was as deep into it as I'm going to get. I'll tell you that much right now. Are you willing to fix things with Bristol crew? I don't really know what you mean by. I mean, I don't think it's. I don't know. I don't think so. I think we are beyond that point, to be perfectly honest with you. Other question. Anything else before I just go on and rant here? Yeah, so real quick. Do you guys think this is racist? Because, I mean, I'm usually the last person to play the race card, but apparently at Andover High School for Black History Month, I shit you not, and is this not the most insane thing you've ever seen a principal tweet out? They tried to be woke. So they get on here. And he deletes this tweet, and he's standing by this tweet today, even though he took it down, which is fucking odd. He tweets out Phil Conrad, the same guy who has punished or disciplined multiple coaches at his school with like DCF investigations over complete bullshit, including the hockey coach. He tweets out, tomorrow the cafe is celebrating Black History 2020 with a lunch of chicken drumsticks, mac and cheese, cornbread, and collard greens. I thought this was the fucking Onion guys when I first had this into me. I'm like, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. No. Nobody could be that fucking stupid. Oh, they were. They were that stupid. And this is what happens when you grow up in like an all-white town like Andover and you're not exposed to diversity. Like, you don't understand the things that you can't do because you haven't been exposed to it yet. You know what I mean? When you grow, I went to city schools growing up, Worcester, and you quickly learn the words that you can say and the words that you can't say. It becomes very apparent early on. And this guy's just like, yeah, let's celebrate Black History Month with goddamn chicken drumsticks, cornbread, and collard greens. This is what Fuzzy Zeller said about Tiger Woods in 1997 that got him almost kicked off the freaking tour. It's like unbelievable. But people were saying in the comments, they're like, I mean, yeah, it's like, where's the Kool-Aid and the freaking watermelon? I mean, what did he run out of characters? Was that the issue? Oi, oi, oi. I mean, talk about tone deafs. So a lot of people in the comments were like, oh, Turtle Boy, you're going SJW. You're, what are you complaining about? That's not racist. What, black people like that food? I don't know. I'd like to hear from you guys. Do you guys think that? What do you guys think it is? Is this racist or is it? I think it's just stupid. I don't think the guy's actually a racist. Like the principal's actually a racist. I just think he's so fucking stupid. I mean, to do something like that. Thank you very much, Abby. Appreciate that. Let's see. No. Let's see. Get the mic out of your throat. Am I too close? I don't want to be too close. Oh, thank you, Paul. Really appreciate that, brother. Really appreciate that, dude. Not racist, but incredibly dumb. Horribly misplaced idea, right? So I'm not alone in this world, right? I'm not alone in this world. Like, he's just a moron. It's like, that's fucking stupid. Like, for all the people defending him, I'm like, wait a minute, what? I mean, all right, well, put it this way. Because it wouldn't be racist if you celebrated, like, Latin American Day. Do they have a day? I don't know. And you had, like, tacos or some shit, right? That wouldn't be viewed the same way, would it? Or if you had Chinese Day and you had, like, egg rolls and shit, that wouldn't be racist, would it? No. So why? I mean, it kind of brings up why is it just racist to say that, like, because maybe some people like fried chicken. I mean, I'm sure some people do. I don't know. It just seemed like freaking tone deaf more than anything. Like you see it and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? What the hell is he thinking? Anyway, why don't we just do a little talk? Anything you guys want to ask me? Because I got a couple things on here that I wanted to hold on to for the weekend, for the live show, like that ratchet that you guys see that chick in the whole group, Katie Barkley. She's had quite a week. Hasn't she? She started posting my address yesterday. She started posting my address and another woman's address who gave me some screenshots of things she sent. Posted pictures of our kids. I've been getting some. You guys want to see the death threats I've been getting from this chick? Let me pull up some death threats. Deb's message. All right. So if you message, by the way, during the show, you run the risk of having your shit come up. So Deb is sending me Quiz Planet. Definitely don't do that. I love you, Deb, whoever you are, but I have no interest in playing your Quiz Planet. I have no interest when people send me memes of political shit or check this video out, something like that. Let me see here. Where's this chick? Where the fuck did it go? Oh, here it is. Billie Jean. So, do you guys remember a chick named Adriana? The fuck's her name? Adriana something or other. Adriana, I think she's from Chicopee, I want to say. She's fucking insane. And she's been messaging me. And this is disturbing. So people are complaining about death threats or whatever. But wait till you see the fucking death threats I got. If this fucking FUPA computer ever works. Come on, Billie Jean. Tell your son to sleep tight. You got to see this shit. And I want to make it very clear to these people that I'm not the least bit intimidated. I'm the guy you don't do this to because I just don't give a shit. The beluga beefcake. That was a good one. All right. So this is what this person is saying to me. All right, here we go. So this is, her name is Adriana something. I have to look it up. She was blogged about in December for some reason. She did something really fucking ratchet. And she has been for the last 2 months sending me messages under this name, Billie Jean. It's very clearly her. And let me just read some of these lovely messages. I haven't gone to the police just because, quite frankly, if I went to the police every time I got a message like this, I'd never get any work done. And I need to get some work done. So, yeah, let's see what she says here from the top. So this is how it all stopped. All right, hold on. Fucking GarageBand. All right. So this person, Adriana, has been threatening to kill themselves for a while. And I'm like, go ahead. I really don't care. Please do it. I really don't give a shit. You're not going to make me beg you to not kill yourself, whatever. So she goes on to say, I don't know who is dumber, you or your mom, for making you. Would you like gun anal simulation? 200 for deep strokes? Would you be interested? So she's just fucking with me. Then she picks it up a notch. She starts to pick it up a notch when she sees she's not getting to me. So this is what she writes. She writes, would you like your ass raped tonight? Your mom dies every day. She has to look at your Down syndrome face. Thank you, Alyssa. I appreciate that. So my mom dies every time she has to look at my Down syndrome face. She goes on to say, are you really going to pay if my friend's son ends up homeless because of you? Your mom will never walk again. I'm slamming her body into the cement. Thank you very much, Chris. I'm slamming her body into the cement until I sever her spine. You sick fuck. It's over now for your mom. I just found out where your mom lives. But now I'm going to do something way worse. I'm going to skin her alive and then pour gasoline over her and then light match and throw it at your dumb ass fat mom. So keep in mind, this is when Clarence is suspended, so I can't even respond. So she says, now you got nothing to say. So then today, she sends a picture of me and my adorable 2-year-old son, and she says, this is your kid. I'm going to skin your kid alive in front of you. And then she calls me. I answer. She hangs up. And then she messages again. And she says, I'm coming for your son. I hope it was worth it. She calls again. I answer. She doesn't pick up. And then she says, I'm going to terrorize your son, make you watch him bleed to death. Okay. And then she goes, I'm going to put an iron on top of your dick and a curling iron up your ass. So she's going to bring 2 irons when she skins my child alive. Then put your son in an oven and make you watch him cook. Have a lovely evening. Tell your son to sleep tight. So this is my world. You know what I mean? Like when people whine about death threats, Ilhan Omar, oh, the president is fucking saying mean things about me on Twitter, and then it's causing people on Twitter to say fucking mean things to me. Yeah, bitch, has anyone ever messaged you and said they're going to put your kid in an oven? Has anyone ever messaged you and said they're going to make you watch as they skin your kid alive and shove a curling iron up your asshole? Has that ever happened to you? No, it hasn't. This happens to me on a set. I don't even blog about that. I just wanted to show you guys this one. This is just the one I got in the last couple hours. This happens every single day. I get a threat like this. So all these pussies out there whining about death threats and all this shit, they couldn't do what I do for a fucking day. And that's the thing about this. The infrastructure that Turtle Boy has been created on blood, sweat, and tears. Okay? And death threats and lawsuits, right? And lots of shit. I mean, read the book. It's a miracle this blog is even around today, quite frankly. It would not be around today without you all helping out and donating and, reading and supporting everything we do. I mean, you guys stuck with it, man. You guys enjoy Turtle Boy. You enjoy the brand. And I'm forever grateful for that. I'm going to ride this thing out as long as I can, right? Even though it kind of fucks with your mental well-being, a little bit, because, you get shit like this stuff doesn't worry me. It's all the other shit, the drama. Like the last, obviously, 48 hours have been a fucking not a fun time, right? Not an ideal time. I would rather be doing other things. So, she's messaging me saying I must be real scared now. Maybe she's on. But, yeah. So, anyway. It's been a kind of a rough 48 hours. A lot of people have been talking about it, whatever. I really don't care. I'm not trying to start any. It's America. You can go and do whatever you want. I'm not going to. I shouldn't have even got into the financials last night. That was like the one thing I shouldn't have got into last night was the financial stuff. But I just felt like. I said what I said. I didn't even intend to talk about that at all last night, guys. Like last night, so I talked about the breakup or whatever last night, and that was not what I was supposed to talk about. Hadassah Rose, which I did, and then we ran out of things to talk about, right? So I started, and I look in the comments, and it's like the most common question. And the thing about Turtle Boy is, it's like a blog of the people. So if everybody's talking about this, we have to address it. That's just what we do. And it was a weird thing because I'm like I should have thought about it beforehand about how I was going to do that. It was a little impulsive, right? So I should have thought about what can I say that doesn't start World War III here or doesn't start crazy whatever. Clearly, I did not say whatever that was. I don't apologize for it because I'm not sorry. But if I could go back and do it, I probably would have taken a slightly different approach. But it was all off the cuff, and that's what happens when you're off the cuff. Sometimes you say shit that you wish you could take back. But I just thought that you guys should know the truth. I thought there was a little bit of information out there that there was a lot of people that questioning things, you know what I mean, in the comments, and I don't like that. I like people to know the truth. I like people to know that it was not amicable, by going and supporting that now, which is your choice. Go for it. It's a free country. That you're not supporting Turtle Boy by doing that. See what I'm saying? Like, it's not the same thing. It's a completely different entity, essentially, at this point. Which is fine. Do whatever they want. It's a free country. One thing I have learned from this in the future, right, is that from now on, anybody who comes on board, we're doing non-competes. I called a lawyer today. That's what we're doing from now on. Live and learn, right? Live and learn. Any other business, right? Like if I owned pick an industry, freaking water treatment or something like that, right? I do water. I own a water treatment business. And I come on and I train some apprentice to work for my company, right? And I teach him the skills. It takes a few months. I invest my time into this kid, and he's my guy, right? Well, what if he leaves tomorrow, now that he's acquired the skills, and just starts his own water treatment company, right? No, legitimate businesses make their people sign non-competes. So essentially, it stops you for like 6 to 12 months from going out and starting your own business in that same field. And that's kind of what's happened here. That's basically what's happened here is that in the future, I would to avoid a situation like this, there would be a non-compete. And because that's clearly what is happening here. I mean, nothing else makes sense because it's certainly not a financial thing. I'll tell you that much. A lot of people are like, it's about money. It's like, no, it's actually not about money because now you cannot monetize a YouTube channel that has under 1,000 subscribers. So they can't do a super chat. They can't get ads, right? I don't think they have I don't know if they have an advertiser. I have no idea. So they can't do that stuff, So it's clearly not about money. And so some people were saying, well, it's about content control. And I just want to be very clear about this. There wasn't and they'll tell you the same thing. Not once did I ever try to control content that they created. Not once. They had complete artistic freedom to do whatever the fuck they wanted, right? Not once. I didn't really care. I was happy that views are coming in. Of course I'm happy. And quite frankly, Turtle Boy can be a diverse brand. We can do a lot of things, and we can have like a niche little thing of, frauditor stuff. That's okay. We can have niches within Turtle Boy, but it just didn't work out that way. So it is what it is. I'm perfectly fine putting it behind me. If they want to poke the turtle, I'm really. I mean, that's one thing that did make me laugh was the comments last night. Like, oh, we're gonna bring out South Shore Turtle Girl. Ooh, no, because her and I didn't leave on good terms either. She's the only one. The rest of them I all did. No, except for Manch. Manch can go fuck herself. Everybody hates Manch. But the rest of them, North Shore, she's on here all the time. Merrimack, Western Mass Turtle Girl. Once the whole Zadnia lawsuits done, hopefully Western Mass Turtle Girl emails me and she comes back. That would be nice. Hopefully. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I have no idea what they're. I mean, I have nothing to hide. I'm kind of an open book at this point. It's like, yeah, we didn't end on good terms. I mean, is that the bombshell? I don't get it. It is what it is. Hopefully, we don't go that route. I mean, because that would be bad for everybody, and nobody wants that. So, it is what it is. Anyway. Anybody else have any other questions? Yeah, Cynthia went down today. Cynthia Maria Sanchez, done. I'm trying to get her back. I had to upload a picture of Cynthia. Oh, thank you, Chris. Again, I appreciate that. And who else was there? Chris, another Chris. Okay, Chris and Chris. Thanks, guys. No one leaves on good terms with me. Why is that? See, no questions are bad questions. So that's just not true. Because as I just stated, North Shore Turtle Babe and I are like bae. We are good friends. We talk all the time. She's a guest on the show periodically. She doesn't write anymore. But every day, I mean, I hear from her pretty much every day. She sends me story ideas, stuff like that. She's still an avid reader of the blog. Merrimack, I haven't had her on as much lately. But she's had little personal issues. But we're cool. Western Mass Turtle Girl and I, we're very cool. Not that I know who she is or what her name is or anything like that, but as far as I know, we had no negative issues. Manch was a negative one because, well, first of all, Manch is the only one who I let go. That was the only person who I'm like, you can't, no, I can't have this anymore because she wasn't a good writer. She was a bad blogger. That was the thing. I can't have bad bloggers. And so I would say the only two really, quote unquote bad ones would be the two I just mentioned, Bristol and South Shore. That's it. All right. Any other questions you guys have? True crime sells. You're absolutely right about that. But it has to be like professionally produced. And I listen to some true crime ones, and it's got to have like good music with it and good mics. You know what I mean? It's got to be really well done. Good interviews, crisp things. That really sells a podcast. Adriana Mazza. That's who it is. Thank you very much, Suzette. That's Adriana Mazza is her name. Amanda, thank you. Turtle Rider always here. I love seeing that. I love seeing that. Around the Turtle Saturday. We could possibly do that. I'm having Blind Mike's groupie on this weekend. She's going to help co-host. I liked having her on. We could definitely do something like that. Are you planning on filing charges against Hadassah and the whole cycle? No, I'm not, because it's just a lot of work, I'm really fucking busy. Like, I wish I had time to, I wish I had the time that these people had to file these lawsuits. And it's like, I'm not going to sue them. That's just unrealistic and time consuming and whatever. Yeah. So, all right. What else you guys got? Are you on good terms with Brett? Yeah. I mean, fairly good terms. There was a little bit of tension there, I think, early on, because Brett wanted to stay on the show. I think. Nah, well, you know what? I mean, it was like with Brett, it was like, okay, here's the deal, Brett. I like Brett's the best co-host I've ever had. No offense to all the others, right? He's funny. He's witty. I do enjoy having him on the show, very much so. But, Brett also liked to get involved in things that I didn't like to get involved in, right? Like, inter-Turtle Rider beef or drama or whatever. I have no appetite for that, no interest in that, and he did, and it was kind of a point where we had to have like a ultimatum almost, where it's like you got to pick one or the other. You got to pick one or the other. If you're gonna get into pissing matches with these people who are our fans, whether or not I agree with you or disagree with you in this match, I don't even care. And that's your call, and he wanted to do that. And that's his prerogative. And I've talked to Brett periodically. I have nothing against him. He's welcome back on the show whenever. I don't think he wants to come on right now. And that's his prerogative. But the door is always open with Brett. I have nothing against Brett. A lot of love for Brett. All right, other questions. Bristol's going to team up with Amanda. No. So Amanda, some people were asking, was Amanda sabotaging Bristol and, Uncle Turtle Boy? And thank you, Johnny. I appreciate that. And the answer to that is no. Amanda didn't. She attempted to. She definitely attempted to. I'm not going to lie. Not Bristol. Amanda attempted to. She attempted to, So Bristol was trying to kind of smooth things over with her because Amanda's out of control. So Bristol's kind of trying to smooth things over with Amanda. Work out. Just get her to stop with the constant nonsense. Like, she's a pain in the ass, right? She's not good content anymore. She's old news. It is what it is. She's also crazy. So she attempted to get in Bristol's head. And I've seen some of the messages. Like she wasn't going to show me these messages. She would send Bristol messages saying, you don't need him. You can do this on your own. You are, whatever. You are, better than him. You have bigger viewers than him. He's holding you down. Like, a lot of shit like that. Amanda is she's very covert like that. Psychological warfare. She's trying to do a lot of that shit. And of course, Bristol would show me those messages, so I know what we're dealing with here. But her goal, Bristol's goal in befriending her, was to get her to cut the shit. And it didn't work because ultimately in Amanda's mind, what was happening in her mind was that she was working to split us up. So no, it happened out that way. It did. She got the intended result, but it had nothing to do with anything she did, if that makes sense. Yeah. Danielle says, what are you going to do without Bristol? She carried this brand. So let me just say this. So Danielle is the exact kind of person that I am ashamed to have as a subscriber. I would be happy if Danielle never, ever came again. See, the thing about comments like that one, that, Bristol carried the brand, you're new here, obviously. You're obviously new here. Turtle Boy's been around since early 2014, right? The brand that you're talking about has been carried by me for years, okay? I quit my job for this. I have a lot of sleepless nights. I broke the big stories, all of them. I've done the research. I put our name on the map, right? So the brand is essentially me. So if you are under the impression that she carried the brand, then you're obviously here for the wrong reasons, and I hate you. Like, I never liked you to begin with. I didn't tell you that when she was around because I didn't want to insult her followers. But now she's not here. Let me be perfectly clear. I'm ashamed of you. I hate you, and I never want you to subscribe again. But guess what? You're going to keep coming anyway, because as much as you say stuff like that, I know how it is. You love it. You love it, and you can't get fucking enough of it. You're going to be back on Saturday. You're going to be back for the live show. You'll go watch her show on Sundays. That's fine. But you will be back. Trust me. Next up, what else we got here? Johnny Mac says, I liked Brett, but please don't have him back. It wouldn't be a permanent thing with Brett. Like, I can't have him as a permanent host, and I think he understands that. But if he wanted to come back once in a while, I'd be more than welcome to have him, Did you delete the Bristol videos? They're not deleted. I still have them. They're just privatized. Good on Jerry. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Was Bucket Boy arrested? See, I don't give a shit. That's the kind of shit. Was Bucket Boy arrested or detained in Trenton? I could not possibly give a shit less about Bucket Boy. I mean, what are we doing? We're picking on retards now? I mean, he's retarded, right? Bucket Boy? Clearly? I mean, can he drive a car? I don't think so. So I don't give a shit about Bucket Boy. He's not irrelevant. He's not a relevant person. The only thing that I thought was funny about that blog the other day, and the only reason I wrote that blog, it was funny that Jill Biden kicked his ass. That to me made the blog. If Jill Biden wasn't involved in kicking his ass out, I wouldn't have done it. She's relevant. He's not. Anything else? Chris, I appreciate that. I really appreciate you guys listening to the Callahan podcast, because I'm a big fan I really look forward to doing that every week. I drive like 2 hours in the morning every, Thursday to get there. And I love doing it. And I've always been it's kind of cool because, you grow up, you're a big fan of Jerry. You know what I mean? So you're meeting this guy that like you were a fan of, and now you're like, I sit down with him every week and we're buddies, So, it's cool. It's a cool experience. Let's meet up at the Karma Cafe. I heard that's people have said there's moving trucks going in and out of there. I wouldn't know. I'm not allowed anywhere near the premises because I have a temporary restraining order until February 24th. Is there a remaining Democrat that could possibly beat Trump? Absolutely. Absolutely. First of all, you're forgetting who Trump is. Trump could do something fucking crazy tomorrow. Like another tape could come out of grab him by the asshole or something like that, The economy could crash. Anything could happen. Trump's in the lead now because the economy's awesome and life is good, right? Some shit goes wrong and they're going to go to the other party. So, yes, I don't think the ones that the only one who could never, ever, ever beat him, and it's fucking sad, and I was talking about this in the Callahan podcast today, is Pocahontas. That's what's happened to her is fucking tragic. I was hoping she would stick around and win the nomination. But her true colors came out, and the whole country sees her for what she is now. A fucking pathological liar. That's all she is. She cannot stop lying. It's fucking, I understand some politicians lie. She lies about everything. So no, I don't think Mayor Pete can win. I think he's too young. America doesn't like a 37-year-old president. I think that hurts him more than being gay, quite frankly. I don't think either of those two can win. But I do, Bernie would be a very hard sell to old people and shit like that, because Bernie only appeals to, people who are under 35, basically. However, they're so freaking rabid And they're such assholes, and they're so disloyal to the Democratic Party. That's why the Democrats hate him, because his followers are such douchebags, and they're not loyal to the party. All of the other candidates, their followers will get in line when it's time. The Bernie bros won't show up, right? They'll vote for fucking Jill Stein or some shit. They'll vote for fucking Tulsi. They'll do something. You can't fucking trust them. So if Bernie gets the nomination, though, all those people will vote, and all of the other guys' followers, they'll get in line. So that's what makes Bernie somewhat dangerous. Plus, he's a fucking socialist. Let's not get that. There is nobody more dangerous to the country right now than Bernie fucking Sanders. I'll tell you that much. Oi. Another one I'm not afraid of is Biden. I think he would wax the floor of Biden because he cannot stop saying insanely stupid things. But the one that really scares me, the three that scared me. Yang's gone. He could beat Trump, but he's gone. Bloomberg, just because he's got so much fucking money, you can literally buy the presidency. And Amy Klobuchar, right? Because Amy Klobuchar is like the nice grandmother that takes you to McDonald's. I think I made that analogy before. And she comes across that way. She's always smiling. Even during the Kavanaugh hearings, she was fucking charming him. Like the way Kavanaugh looked at her and the way he looked at all the other Democrats, he looked at Amy Klobuchar like a mother. Right? Like he was talking to like his mother, and he disappointed his mother, and he didn't get testy with her. With all the other ones, he got fucking testy. He's like, fucking try me, bitch. God, I love the Kavanaugh hearings. But yeah, so that long story short, I think Amy Klobuchar is the most dangerous, followed by Michael Bloomberg. That's who and then Bernie. Next, any more questions? Let me keep reading this. Was the studio yours or theirs? The studio is a rented space, I believe, in Taunton, but don't hold me to that. Christopher says, Brett is not conducive to your brand. I mean, expound on that. I'd be more interested in hearing about that. I think that he kind of is. You know, I mean, he's funny. I think he's funny. Brett's not everyone's cup of tea, but that dude has made me fucking laugh sometimes. I don't know. I think he's funny, but I completely understand how, like, some people might not like him, you know? Other questions? Yeah, I mean, KT brings a big point. It makes a good point there. He says, Brett, while funny, is the opposite of going in a more legit way. So it would be very hard to, like, you know, become legitimate and, like, you know, appeal to a broader audience when I have Brett on here, you know, telling you that he's going to dig up your grandmother's corpse and fuck the shit out of her and then kill you with your dead baby's corpse. Something like that. As much as I find that amusing, that's not going to sell, you know? Might be a problem. But I do love Brett, you know. Do you think you and Bristol will ever be amicable? I hope so. I do hope so. I don't know. I thought that South Shore Turtle Girl and I would be amicable, but we're not. So you never know. You never know. That's all I got to say about that. I hope so. That's all I got to say. Bristol was somebody I considered a good friend. You know, for a while there, and it's sad. It is sad to see anything like that happen. So, yeah. Bristol said there's more to the story. She said she'll release the receipts. Ooh, so scared. Why'd they leave? I don't get it. What was the catalyst? Why separate? Go watch yesterday's. There was some issues. It was a weird thing because I didn't want to get too into the issues because then I'm saying too much. But then you don't know the truth. It's fucking a weird tightrope to walk there. So it is what it is. Let's see. Other questions. I'm still going through these. I'm up to 10:04 now. Was anything posted about her falsified or even tampered with? Not to my knowledge. I mean, she said so. Amanda said those text messages from remember those messages that were from her son to the girl, his ex-girlfriend, and he like admits to, you know, choking her on there, some shit like that, right? Amanda insists those are altered, right? And she's coming on here constantly doing it. I'm not a fucking forensic analyst. I see text messages like that. It's got the fucking names on it. It appears to be legit. It comes from the fucking girl's mother, right? It looks legitimate to me. But because Amanda has been up our ass about that for the last 2 fucking months, I just took it down. I'm not saying I don't. I still think I don't. I assume they're legit. I'm not a fucking forensic analyst, right? And I don't believe a word Amanda says, but I just don't want to hear her anymore. And she's not worth my time. And that blog was months ago, so fuck it. It's in the drafts. Nobody can see it anymore. Bristol said she's going to show receipts Sunday. Cool. I mean, I don't know what we hope to accomplish with that, you know? Like, I don't know. So I'm like, because I have thought about this, obviously. I'm like, what the fuck are they even going to show? You know, what do they have on me? Some private, I mean, I assume it's going to be like private conversations between her and I when I said something, right? I can't keep track of the thousands of things I've said to her. Like, if you have a confidant over the years, you know, you tell them shit. And you talk shit about some people, right? I mean, that's what human beings do. Maybe she's going to do that and be like, ooh, he's talking shit about you here. Ooh. I don't really care. I'm prepared for any of it. I'm not even going to watch. I'm not going to pay any attention to it. I don't give a shit. She's talking about producing South Shore Turtle Girl. I mean, that would be a risky play on their part if we want to go down that road, because South Shore Turtle Girl does not want her identity out there, right? That's her big thing. She's like fucking petrified of having her identity out there. And I've honored that. I've never doxed a blogger, and I never will. You could take a dump on my fucking head, and I won't dox you. Period. I'm not that kind of guy. So, I don't know. It's like, I'm not going to, it's like, but if you all of a sudden produce her and start showing whatever, like when she left, there was a fucking email. I don't know. There was a breakup email. So I don't know, explaining her reasons for not wanting to be here anymore. It was, and then there was an email from me, and it was an angry email. So we didn't leave on good terms. So I'll say that right now. If that's the big reveal, I don't know. I don't know what else there is to say. Like I got nothing. Like I don't have any. I don't break the law. I don't cheat on my wife, right? So I got nothing. You know, I don't know what you could do to me. I'm not really worried about it. Did she take all the super chat funds? No, she did not. So the super chat funds, all go through the Google AdSense. And so how it worked was, you know, I made, because it's my platform, I made 25% on all revenue that they make. And I think that's a fair percentage. So they make 75, I make 25. Because let's not forget, like, I created the infrastructure. That can't be understated. Like, a lot of time, sweat, and, you know what I mean? Like, you pay a lawyer $300 an hour, not because that's what they're worth, but because they went to fucking law school. That's why you pay a lawyer $300 an hour. So obviously I'm going to get my cut. 25% is perfectly fair. I think we agreed on that. And, you know, the money would come through me, and she would do the math every month, and she would say, here's how much we got donated in the super chat. And I sent her a fucking check. Period. She also got a stipend every month for writing blogs, and that was that. And that helped pay the expenses, whatever she has there. Now, I don't know. Maybe they're going to have to go out of pocket now. I don't know. None of my business. It's their business. And thank you, Dan Sullivan. He says, we are all Turtle Boy bumper stickers. I almost made some and sent them to you. We should. I know we should do that. Patty Brosnan says, for keeping it real always. Thank you, Patty. Who else we got here? Steven says, I'm just glad to be part of real journalism. We're glad to have you, man. We're glad to have the best fans in the world. Yeah, so it is what it is. I mean, to me, it's like I'm not even going to pay him any mind, because to me, they're not on our level, right? They have 400 YouTube followers. Like, they're nothing without Turtle Boy. I was kind enough to not like ask for their Facebook page back, because let's be honest, the whole Bristol crew identity thing, like, that's property of Turtle Boy. And like, in the future, that's what I'm going to do. That is a brand that was created within the brand as part of Turtle Boy. I should own that. But whatever. You can have the fucking page, have a head start, go do your thing, promote your little show. Fine. It is what it is. Best of luck. Best of luck. Love you too, A. Ah, Danielle, we're back together. That's great. That's great. Make peace with Mute. I have nothing against Mute. I just bust Mute's balls. And Twitter Turtle Boy, he's got a thing for Mute. It's good. Rivalries are good. Mute is like my rival on the Callahan podcast. He's the Tuesday guy. I'm the Thursday guy. And I got the best rating, so it is what it is. All right, I'm going to try to go through as quick as I can. Thoughts on Bloomberg trying to buy the election? Welcome to America. Yeah, I mean, thanks for the You on Callahan podcast more than once a week. Tweet at him, baby. Keep letting them know that. When you guys go, if you go on the iTunes, give them a 5-star. Make sure you be like, I'm here for Turtle Boy. They like to see that shit. Because that's one thing they know about me is I bring like a crowd. They call it a cult. They called it a cult today. It's not really a cult. Like I can't get you guys to do crazy shit. Maybe I could, probably not. But then it would be a legit cult. But it's pretty close. Let's see. Sounds like you're triggered. Ooh, very. Yeah, Cherokee. I like that. Bread is fine in small doses. That's a good way to put it. Let's see. Trying to keep up with these. Hardest part about breaking up is getting back your stuff. You got that right. And it might work out, book, because it's like it is. I have no interest in the bucket boy shit. So that's fine. They'll do that over there, and we'll do this over here, and it's like Kirk and Callahan, except they were both kind of on an equal level, and we're not. So I'm not even going to pay attention, really. Whatever they do, they do. I'm not going to pay attention. If you guys can, that's cool. It is what it is. The Per Cat Cafe. That was South Shore Turtle Girls. One of her best blogs was the Per Cat Cafe. That one and the Moms of the South Shore. Thank you there, Dan Sullivan. I honestly can't watch the show. I'm so tired of JA or BB or HTTG. I mean, yeah, Abrams is just... He's repetitive. The only time I have an interest in Abrams is when he gets arrested for something. Then I'm interested because I want to read the arrest report. Other than that, he's just ranting and following cops around. It's just stupid. It's just boring. It's the same shit over and over again. That's just my opinion. Did you see that Don Jr. expressed support for the 15-year-old? Yes. He went there and he took a picture with the kid. That was fantastic. I already published the blog. Oh, he punched him. Oh, yeah, because the news said he slapped him. That's kind of a big difference. Yeah, Trump rally. Chris says he was at the Trump rally. I've been to one Trump rally in Worcester, man. I'd never been to anything like it before. It was so much fucking fun. Keep in mind, this is like 2015, and I did not think Donald Trump was going to be the candidate because it's fucking Donald Trump. It's the guy from Home Alone. Donald Trump's not going to be president of the United States, obviously. He's not going to get the nomination for the Republican Party, obviously. So I was just enjoying the show, and it was fucking hilarious. And he just didn't stop. The momentum never stopped. I'm like, here we fucking are now. And no other politician gets an audience going like he does. The only one that comes half of what he does is Bernie. And that's why Bernie's dangerous. Don't underestimate Bernie. Yeah, that was the first time I've ever heard that Hillary Black voice today. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God, that audio today. Good Lord. I've never heard that from Hillary before. She does like a, we shall overcome. Like, oh my fucking God. Let's see. Callahan will fire you once your frauds and lies are exposed. Oh, yeah, so good. Oh, yeah. I love it. I love the haters. They're my favorite people. Other questions. Need a political podcast? Perhaps. I think that's kind of what I do with Callahan. Is like that's really where we do but I could do political stuff every day. I'm just not sure how the audience would be. You know what I mean? When I do political blogs, I don't get a lot of views on them. People don't come here for the politics, which is too bad because I like politics. I could talk about politics all day. Kind of a political junkie. What happened to the money meant for Sam? No clue. Who's Sam? I don't know. Other questions. I'm up to like 10-10 now. I'm trying to catch up. Do a freestyle about anything people could say about you. Actually, you wrote a book. Ooh, I could do a fun freestyle this weekend. It could be interesting. Amy is known to be abusive to her staff, and like I said, that's one thing I respect about her. Like she commands respect of her staff. I think that's a good thing, not a bad thing. Can you please answer, why did they leave? I don't get it. I mean, dude, we just spent like a long time talking about it, and we did it yesterday. I'm not rehashing the whole thing. Go back and listen to it. Let's see. A lot of Brett talk I'm up to now. I'm up to like 10, 12. Who is Samantha C? I believe that would be Samantha Cardin. I mean, I paid for Samantha's lawyer, so I don't know if that counts as the GoFundMe. Gratefully so. I mean, I feel bad for her. In the first blog that was published about Ryan Waters, it was written as like, neither of them, they're both, kind of trashy. Like that's the way the blog was written. And because we don't know these people. They're just airing their dirty laundry, and that was a little trashy on both parts, right? But as it turns out, we didn't know what kind of psychopath Ryan Waters was. So I've befriended Samantha since then. Samantha's a great person. She's one of the nicest women I've ever met. Awesome lady. She was Ryan Waters' victim. All right, other questions. Let's see. I know I'm so far bad in the chat. I'm like catching up. Okay, I'm just going to fast forward to the present. Sorry if I miss any questions in there. You can ask them again. Holy shit, I'm not going to. Good Lord. So is Turtle Boy all you know? Do you have any bloggers left? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. I'm out, but that's fine. I've been solo before, and I'll find. We'll get new bloggers. It's not that hard. It's hard to find good ones. I'm not going to lie. But they'll come. We'll get them. Turtle Boy ain't going nowhere. I can carry the ship for now. We'll figure it out. The sun will rise tomorrow. Blogs will be published tomorrow. Hot takes will come tomorrow. I still have sources. You know what I mean? It's like I still have shit. It ain't going nowhere. Don't you worry about that, Maslow's wife. She just posted she has dirt on you. Oh, so scared. Okay, so scared. I mean, I really don't care. I mean, if that's the way she wants to go, guys, I'm not going to stoop to her level. I'm not. I'm going to be somebody has to be the bigger person here, and I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to do something that I can't go back on, I'm not going to air conversations that we had or shit she's told me. I'm not going to do that. I would never betray somebody like that. And I don't think last night, I'm like, there was a lot of talk about like, it's fucked up, you're lying. What did I lie about last night? What did I lie about? I mean, I showed you guys the receipts of the show. I thought that was relevant. No? It is what it is. Other things, let's see. Yeah, Turtle Boy doesn't die, guys. Turtle Boy is eternal, and I ain't going nowhere, and I'm certainly not afraid of like a Facebook page with like 1,500 followers posting, my deep dark secrets about like, I haven't sent any dick pics, so that's good. At least I don't have those out there. Because I'm like trying to think. I'm like, what's the worst they have on me? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll have something. Maybe I talk shit about somebody. Who knows? It'll turn very high schoolish. I have a feeling, and I will refuse to jump in the gutter. If that's how they want to go, if they want to start posting shit like that, I am not going to play the game. I am not going to respond. I'm above that. I'm more mature than that. And that's their call. I mean, I will not engage with that. I don't interact with YouTube channels that have 400 subscribers, right? I don't do that. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. All right. Any other questions? What's up with you, Alan Gordon? I had you on the show one day. You're on the show 2 days ago. And then last night, you're talking shit. Come on, Alan. I thought we were boys. Exactly. KT, ratchets aren't going to dry up and go away. They're a renewable resource. They're not a fossil fuel. They'll be around forever. They reproduce at high rates. There will always be scandals. It ain't going nowhere, and I'll always be here to report it, and no one else will. So it is what it is. I mean, that's not their thing. They don't do the big stories, right? Like if they got a story sent to them about Mass State Police scandal, and then on the same day they got a story sent to them about, like, did you see what Anselmo did? What story do you think they're going to cover? We all know the answer to that one, right? And so that's the difference. That's the difference. You just lied about the lawyer when there's proof. And Samantha has been asked, holy scam. Wrong. I got receipts, motherfucker. I got an invoice, obviously, from my attorney, Kevin Crispin-Popoulos. Try to pronounce that. And Samantha came in there without an attorney, and, Kevin just kind of covered for her. Wrote a little brief for her to have her thing dismissed, and Ryan voluntarily dismissed it. It was like an hour's worth of work. So that was it. I had like a couple, $150, $200, something like that. No problem. Samantha deserves that. But I love the gotcha. I love it. It's like, oh, we got you, Turtle Boy. They got receipts. They're going to post your dark secrets. Ooh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. How much of the funny names did Bristol bring to TBS? That wasn't her niche. Bristol was not the funny name person. Bristol is the best writer I've ever employed, and I mean that. When it comes to just talent with writing, she's a very serious writer. She's very verbose. She's good. I mean, even people in here who don't like her show have to admit that her writing was fantastic. It was great. I wish there was more of it, quite frankly. So, yeah. That was not her thing, though, was the funny names. That's like North Shore Turtle Babe's thing. She comes up with all the funny names. South Shore Turtle Girl, would come up with a lot of good names back in the day. But I'm kind of getting over the whole funny name thing. I've run out of names, quite frankly, and it takes more time to come up with a funny name than it does to just get the fucking blog published. So I'm kind of outgrowing that a little bit, if you will. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate that. Okay. Brittany says, as a longtime supporter, I just want my one question answered. Can you ask it again then, Brittany? I'm sorry. You are a longtime supporter, and I do owe you an answer. I'll tell you that much. You've earned it. Show the receipts. What receipts would you like to see? Oh, God. I love how you guys are all here. See, that's the thing. It's like all these people are like, I'm leaving. You guys don't do it anymore. Bitch, it's 10:30 and you're still here. I won. I got you. You're mine now. I own you. I own you guys. Bojangles, I own you. That's for goddamn sure. Have you been love chatting Joa like Bristol? I don't know what that means, Alan. Easy on the pot, my friend. Katie says, I've tried to come up with names. It's impossible. I mean, I've run out of fucking names. How many combinations of fupa and queef can we come up with, guys? I've literally run out of freaking words. It's very hard. What happened with the SAMC donations? So what are the SAMC donations? What are we talking about here? Can we be clear? So there was a fundraiser. So when the first thing happened, you guys talking about last January when Bristol wrote that blog explaining who Ryan Waters was? A lot of people donated that day. We raised like $2,000, in one day off of that blog. That's how much of an asshole Ryan Waters was. He inspired people to do that. And it all went to my attorney. The Ryan Waters lawsuit was one of the cheaper ones because Western Mass attorneys will work for $150 to $200 an hour, which is great. And that wasn't, he would put in, I probably paid him when it was all said and done a little over $6,000 total. Is the Azadnia one, because that's an Eastern Mass one. Lawyers out there are like $350 an hour. And she's fucking rich. So that's like $25,000 I've spent in the last 6 months with that shit. What other artistic talents besides writing do you have? I'm good at freestyle rapping, but it's not really a freestyle. As long as there's like a teleprompter in front of me, I think I can do that. There is a book of names, Diane, and you gave it to me if I recall. And I've even used that so many times. I've like run out of fucking combos. Oi. All right, any other questions? Johnny says, crazy how these comments have turned in a few days. That's fine. I mean, that's fine. That's to be expected. You know, there's going to be a little tension here. That's fine. So hopefully I answered Brittany's question this time around. I think. Because if I recall, there was no like fundraiser specifically for Sam, was there? I mean, all fundraisers were for the legal defense fund. And Sam, we paid for her attorney. Like that money paid for her attorney. Got the lawsuit against her dismissed. She's all set. Unless I missed something. Maybe, to me, that's... Yeah. The Tinder tuna flap. That was a good one. Velociraptor. That's a classic. All right. Yes, you did. They were supposed to go to Sam. How long ago was this? You're going to have to be more specific. So, what did we raise for Sam? Was that a Bristol fundraiser? Because I want to make sure I'm clear about this. There's nothing fucking shady going on here. Can you remind me more specifically what exactly we said we were raising? Like, was there something specific we were raising money for Sam for? Remind me. You said that last night money was missing. How much? It's not that it was missing. It's that I never touched the money. That was the problem. You know, when you're the business owner, you should really like know what's going on in your business. And that was not happening. And that was problematic. And that was ultimately the reason that we are in this situation today, is that I thought that was problematic. And, you know, other parties disagreed with that. You mentioned IRS issues. I mean, because that could be an IRS issue, you know, in my opinion, if it kept happening. You know, I think it's like a $600 threshold, right? It never got to that much. But, you know, if money is coming into if you have a client that's giving you money, right? And that money's not, like I have to report every dollar that comes in there. So any money that comes into the business that doesn't go into the business account, right? You can't do that. That's illegal. I mean, I could get in trouble for that, I think. I like to do things by the book. So I'm very, and it's my business. Obviously, I'm going to want to do that. Anyway, can you answer Tin? So he shuts up. Who's Tin? Tim says, last night you mentioned tax evasion. Sponsor theft and money. Okay. So that's what I meant by that. Yeah, I think that kind of all comes together there. There was just some, you know, payments coming in that all payments are supposed to go through me, and that was not the case. Whether or not, I don't think it was malicious. I want to be very clear, right? I don't think she had any ill intent on her part. I think it was a miscommunication, but it caused tension even addressing that issue. So that's unfortunate. Here we are today. I hope that answers the question. That's the best I can probably give, you know. All right. Yes, Masshole's wife says, what's the tax evasion about? Aren't you the owner and responsibility of taxes should be on? Exactly. That's like literally, you get it. You get it, Masshole's wife. You get it. You figured out the problem. That's literally the whole problem, is that the money has to come through me. I mean, it's just such common sense. I don't know. That's it. I mean, I don't think it's like that unreasonable. Maybe I'm alone in this world. I don't know. I just thought that would be nice to like know what's happening in my own business. I thought that would be a nice thing. But miscommunication, we can chalk it up to that. I'm not going to put any ill intent on her part. I don't think she's not that kind of girl. So in the January 6th blog, you did write the donations were going to your lawyer. Thank you. That's where it went to. Any chance of reconciliation? I mean, I'm always down for reconciliation. Always. I don't ever hold. The only people I won't reconcile with ever are Ryan Waters and Mike Gaffney. I've always said that. I'll reconcile with anyone else. Doesn't matter how much we hate each other. Didi Delgado I'll reconcile with. Like anybody I'll reconcile with. Didi would never do that. But I'm always down. I'm a Catholic. It's a big part of the faith is reconciliation, forgiveness, and it's not a healthy way to live to just fucking hate people. You can't. It's like a lot of work to hate people. It's like really not good for your health. All right. Stunt dummy. See, stunt dummy is another one of my slaves. Bojangles is a toy of mine. Stunt dummy is a toy of mine. They'll be back Saturday. You know why you guys are going to be back Saturday? Because I told you to. That's why. You do what I say. You're like my fucking dog. You're going to come back whenever I tell you to do that. Just understand that, doggy. You're going to dance when I tell you to dance. So Stunt Dummy says, you're a fool. You should have given them everything so they would build your brand. Definitely. Yeah. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I just give them all my money? That's a great fucking idea. I never thought of it. They should build my brand. Because guess what? Turtle Boy didn't fucking exist before Bristol was around. It really didn't. It was fucking nothing. We had no followers. Nothing. You guys are fucking great, man. I love it. You need them. They do not need. Another great fucking point. How did I survive ever before September of 2018 when Bristol came on? How did I survive those 4 fucking years? How did I do it? You guys cracked the fucking case. You're so fucking good at this. Oh, man. Oh, outsmarted. I fucking love you guys. The best part about being Turtle Boy is that the people who don't like you, they're all very stupid. And it's like fucking, it's just so easy to beat them. You're never challenged. I kind of wish they were smarter. Like I wish Stunt Dummy and Bojangles, I wish they were a little bit smarter. That's the only thing I would recommend. They're not very smart. So any mentions of Sam C donations seem to be, I don't know what people are talking about. I paid for Sam C's lawyer. What else did Bristol get for her? We used the money for something. Definitely paid for a lawyer. That was the big thing. And I don't know if we got our fucking gift back. Oh, something. I can go back and look. If this is like really a thing, I can go back and fucking look. Actually, you know what? I have to ask Bristol. So maybe you guys can ask her for me what happened to that money. Because my understanding that the money we said in the blog on January 6th would be used to pay for attorneys. And that's what it went towards. Danielle says, Bristol crew for life. It's 10:42. She's been here an hour and 12 minutes. This is how fucking stupid they are, guys. This is how fucking stupid they are. They don't even realize it. They've spent an hour and 12 minutes on this show, and they're like, I fucking hate this show. Bristol crew for life. Here you are. So I've seen this a lot. So Allure says this. I don't think any of us should have been involved in the Bristol and Unk breakup. It could have been handled much better than this. Sure. I certainly could have done it. I didn't mean to do that last night. I was supposed to talk about Hadassah. But, it shit happens. People come here for honesty. They come here for the truth. And they know I don't hold back. They don't know I don't hide shit. And it's just not what I do. And I have, protected a lot of things. I'm not going to say a lot of secrets, or I'm not going to betray people like that. That's not what I do. But I got to give you the TLDR, if you will. All right. What else we got here? Anything else before we call it a night? We'll miss Bristol's block. We all will, definitely, for sure. Will be hard to replace, definitely. All right. What happened last night was out of pure spite. You know what, Allure? You're goddamn right. And it felt good. I'm not going to lie. It was pure spite. No doubt about it. 100% pure spite. And guess what? That's what you guys come to Turtle Boy for. That's like what our brand has been created on. A lot of spite, right? I'm very spiteful against my people who I think have wronged me. And I felt wronged. I was a little emotional. It was an interesting day, a long day. Cops came to my house, got a little spiteful. Until you've walked a day in my shoes, you'll never understand the things that go through my head or the actions that I take. Until you wake up every day and get messages from lunatics from Chicopee who are telling you that they're going to skin your child alive and put them in an oven, you'll never, ever understand. So I do things my way. You do things your way. If you don't like it, you're free to leave. No one's forcing you to be here. What is going to happen when you don't have hot takes? I mean, I don't see how that can happen, Danielle. I don't think it's going to happen. Sarcasm isn't appealing. Well, let me tell you. So this is comment number 3 from Alua. If it's unappealing to you, that makes me happy because I don't like you. This is 3 bad comments from in a row. So now I've figured you out. You're a bad commenter. So if you don't like it, I'm doing something right. But you're going to stay. That's what the thing. You're going to do as I tell you to do. You're nothing without Bristol. God, I love it. I love it. This is supposed to be a half-hour show. This is fun. We should just do this more often. It's like we just field the hate. It's very therapeutic. I remember him saying the money is for his lawyer to help CMC out. Thank you very much. I thought that's what it was for. Thank you. If you can show me, whatever, that's fine. So Unc was angry and accidentally threw Bristol under the bus. Well, Unc called Bristol, apologize, and make it better. I don't regret throwing the information out there about her. I regret bringing advertisers into it. That's what I regret. That was a mistake. Even because that's a tricky situation. They signed up to advertise, not to be put in the middle of a drama. So I, as a businessman, that is what I regret. I don't regret, the other stuff because whatever, it is what it is. So is Garage Doors Plus sticking with you? So Garage Doors Plus, guys, is seasonal, right? So they went like 6 months without us. They're up. Like they're done, right? And they're going to take a break for a while. And that maybe they'll come back. I don't know. Right? If he wants to, he will. Just understand that it's got nothing to do with Bristol at all. And I do regret even putting him in a situation where it's like now, it's like I do regret that very much. And I'm sorry for that. And I apologize to him about it today. So I do apologize for that. All right, anything else? All right, looks like we're about, let's see, anything else? She posted Riggs text. Oh, cool. Is Josh Abrams your son? Yes, he is. That's correct. Where's my wrench? Was I supposed to give you one? All right. Any last minute questions before we call it a night, folks? Remember that time you guys got Franklin arrested? Goddamn right, Willie. Those were the days. That was Bristol, I believe. That was her connections. That was a Bristol thing. She was really good at getting people arrested, right? Will Turbot, others like that. So, if she's spreading hatred on the page, I'm only going to spread love about her. I'm only going to remember the good times, the good things she did. Somebody's got to be the bigger person here. Somebody's got to be the adult. I'll be me. That's fine. No, garage doors didn't bail. I mean, you guys understand, like, these advertising campaigns are seasonal, right? They're seasonal. And I would definitely, I would hope nobody contacts him. Like, and that's what I'm worried about is, like, his advertising might become political and, like, it's like, no. He's a business owner. He should advertise wherever the fuck he feels like advertising. You know what I mean? If he's got a budget, these people budget their businesses. I don't look at their finances, So he's free to, I want to make that very clear. I certainly hope nobody would contact him. Ever. That would make me pissed off. No, please don't call Garage Doors Plus. They don't want, we don't want to, because that's like, he should advertise wherever he feels like advertising, All right, anything up? Let's call it a night. All right, guys. We will see you guys, I guess, all on. Can we stop following without being doxxed? I'm not going to dox you. I don't give a shit about you, man. Yeah. So, was a legit comment? What was a legit comment? Sorry. I can never stop with you people. Oh, Brittany's calling me now? Hold on. We're getting a call from Brittany. This is different. Hold on. Brittany.
Hey, Hank.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Can people hear her out there? I'm not sure. Well, hopefully they can. It might be a little faint, but that's okay. Go ahead. I got you right up next to the microphone. What's going on?
I barely hear you, but I was just wondering, with the whole Bristol thing, I'm just wondering what's going on with the whole Samantha Cardin thing. Because Bristol is kind of saying that I know I had donated to that fundraiser, and I thought it was going to Samantha. And now Bristol's saying that it never went to her. So I'm just wondering what your thoughts are about that.
Okay, well, I'll happily get my invoice from attorney Kevin Christman-Popoulos tomorrow. If you guys would like to see the invoice, he did an hour or two of work writing a motion to dismiss for her, and it was dismissed in court, and that was it. That was, to my knowledge, that is a. Did we promise to do more for her than that? It was so long ago. Did we say we were gonna like buy her a gift basket or something?
My only thing is, when I donated to it, I thought it was actually going to Samantha.
Right. Well, what do you think the lawyer's fees are? That's going to Samantha, right?
I don't know what the lawyer's fees are, and that's
right.
fine. I understand you have that, and that's
no, her lawyer's fees. Her lawyer's fee. Like it's paying, like it's going to her because we're paying for a. I mean, we could give her cash, and then she could pay for the lawyer with the cash, or we could just buy her a lawyer. See what I'm saying?
Okay, so what actually happened?
So we bought her a lawyer. Like my lawyer, I paid him to get the case dropped for her.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. He did it.
So she got a lawyer and everything was settled, and that was it?
Yeah, my lawyer took care of it for her. Yeah.
Okay.
Did a little extra work.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's it. And lawyers, they charge a couple $100 an hour, and you got it done. That's what I don't know what accusations are being made out there, but that's the truth, and I'm happy you asked.
Yeah,
because I want to be.
I'm just looking for clarification and everything right now.
Yeah.
There's obviously a lot going on, and I just want to know.
Yeah.
the more information I have, the happier I am. I just like information.
Well,
Like that.
I love being transparent. I have absolutely nothing to hide. I'm not a cheater, so that's the beauty of this. And I look forward to providing actual receipts and actual evidence because there's nothing I love more than proving detractors wrong.
So can I ask one more question?
Yes,
then?
go ahead.
Obviously, something happened within last week. I mean, obviously, something made you and Bristol split up. What exactly was it?
Well, we've been over this a few times.
I mean, kind of, but
there was just an issue with money coming into the company that was not going through the company.
It's $300 though. I mean, that's all I've seen from my.
Right.
I'm nobody.
It was $300. You're right.
But if it was $300, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, but if it's $300, you're going to address it, right?
I mean, if it was $300 and it's business.
Okay. So it's $300 this month, then it's $600 next month. When do you address it?
I mean, yeah, I get
right?
what you're saying.
So you want to nip it in the butt, right?
But was this the right way to go about it?
Well, no. So I addressed it. I said, here's the issue. And I thought it was a big deal. The principle of the matter, to find out, hey, I'm running this business and money is coming in that I don't know about. And that's problematic for me.
Listen, I get the principle of it, but it was $300.
Yeah,
I mean,
$300.
Business is much bigger than this.
Oh, you'd be
Bristol
surprised.
Was that much
to
you? I mean, she was doing
right.
a lot for your
so
channel.
She's doing a lot for her own brand, not for my channel, as you can see. Right? I mean,
the only reason I ever watched Bristol Turtle Chick was because she was on your channel, though. You know what I mean? That's the only reason I ever knew her.
Right, exactly.
So exactly, why are you mad about $300 is my point.
Well, I'm mad. I was upset that I wasn't informed. And so I talked about.
But wait, you were informed about everything else except for this $300.
Yes. That's correct.
Okay. So the whole thing is just about this one $300 that you weren't informed about.
That's how it started. That was the start of it. Yes.
That's sad to me. Is it?
I know it's tragic, isn't it?
I love you,
and
I love Bristol more than anything.
Yeah.
And the fact that this whole thing is over for over $300, literally.
It's tragic, isn't it?
It's killing me.
It's terrible. I completely agree. It's absolutely terrible. It's a sad state of affairs. I wish it didn't happen, and I was just willing, and I made it clear. I'm like, I think hopefully she shares the text where I said, I pay her $200 a month, right? Just a stipend, and I would say and so I give her that every month, and I even told him I don't even really care if you write blogs. I'm like, I'll pay you $200 just to be my friend because I enjoy talking to you, and she can show that text if she wants to do that, And I'm like, you mean too much to the company, you mean too much to me emotionally, and yeah. But I think it was a one-way street in that regard. So it is what it is.
I don't know. There's something that happened there though, where she wasn't comfortable with it anymore.
She didn't. I mean,
there's definitely something that happened there.
Yeah, I mean, and well, no, there's really not though. I mean, there's really not that much. I mean, maybe there is long festering issues. I can't get in a person's mind.
It's just the whole thing is sad.
It is. I agree.
I don't want to have to pick between you and Bristol.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
You know what happened though is last night you made me feel like I had to pick between.
Why? What did I? Why did I make you feel that way?
When you kind of attacked her and went after her and said she's buying subscribers, that made me feel like
I didn't. Well, first of all, I didn't say she was buying subscribers. I just showed. I showed that the people that were watching the show were not legitimate people. That's just a.
I know you didn't, but that's what you. That's what you kind of tried to say. I don't know how to say
I don't think she did. And she posted a text message of me saying that today, which is fine. Like, I know you don't really. Yeah. She didn't. Like, why would she buy subscribers?
No,
she wouldn't buy subscribers. Well, first of all, I would know. It's my channel. I would know. if subscribers were being bought. And secondly,
Then why did you put that out there last
well,
night?
because okay, so the whole like we got 1,200 views thing was pissing me off a little bit because I knew that it was not really 1,200 views, and I wanted to make that clear. And I was salty.
enough.
Yeah, I was salty, and I wanted to make that known.
That's completely fair enough, but you didn't have to throw her under the bus to do that, is all I'm trying to say. I've supported you guys for years. I donate every week. I have the Patreon. I have the freaking ad-free, which doesn't even do anything anymore.
It doesn't?
I can't even get on the Turtle Boy website.
You can't get on the Turtle Boy website. Why not?
When you go on the Turtle Boy website nowadays, it says, if I'm
send me an email. Send me an
if
email. Send me a screenshot, and I'll fix it. I'll tell you. Yeah.
I actually sent you one.
Okay. I did.
They don't work anymore, but.
Okay. Send me that.
All I'm saying is I don't know why you tried to attack her right now when she was like one of the best things for your brand.
Oh, we got in a fight. You ever been in a fight with somebody?
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
I probably would have done the same thing.
It is. I'm human, you know.
End it. Like.
Oh, all right.
This is not worth it.
I'm not. I think I've made it clear tonight that I have no desire to escalate anything, and I've gone out of my way tonight to say good things about her and remember the good times, and made it very clear that I'm open to reconciliation and that I'm open to.
I don't know. I think at this point you burn the bridge with her, though.
That's fine.
I mean, I said,
it is what it is.
I'm a fan. I don't know you. I don't know Bristol. I don't know any of these people in real life. I just read the blog every day, and it's become a part of my life. And it sucks to see it.
I know. It's like watching watching your parents get divorced, isn't it?
Right. Like, I don't want to see my parents get divorced again.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah.
So, anyways, just it's not good. It's not a good look. Just
it is what it is, you know. But hey, I'll tell you one thing though. I mean, this is the biggest show we've had on here in a while. People are interested, no?
There's people actually listening to me right now, huh?
Oh yeah, you're live. You're live. Yeah.
Fuck my life.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Right,
you're good.
I'm gonna pull a Brett and say, "Fuck all you motherfuckers." You can go. What does Brett say? Suck a fat baby's nut.
Suck a fat baby's nut. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, suck a fat baby's nut. Yeah. All right. I'll talk to you. All right. Bye. All right, guys. Anyway, I guess that's about it. Holy shit! What a long show. What a long show. And I guess we should probably call it a night, guys. It's been a fucking long night. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna cut myself off, or else I'll be here all fucking night. We'll see you guys on Saturday night for the live show. All right, peace, Total Riders.